I'm Elisabeth Larkin with Balanced Body Pilates, and I created this movement sequence for my clients and myself because the core has arms. In this exercise, I'm using a red spring on the higher deck up on the post, and in a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. You could exhale as you straighten your arms up alongside your ears, keeping the back of the lowest ribs in contact with the carriage. It is intended to be a neutral pelvis, neutral spine, so right opposite the navel spine, that posterior spinous process doesn't quite touch the carriage. Now with your sacrum anchored into the roller and your heel on the carriage, you could cross one leg over the other, turning your head, neck, and eyes towards the side of the top thigh. You could also inhale as you take your arms above your head. Some find that the inhalation, which deepens the curves of the spine, facilitates in keeping stability. Others prefer to exhale, since that helps with scapular depression and the compressive forces pressing the arms into the torso. Now the second variation requires rolling up on the roller. You could pretend that this is a magic roller, one of those moving sidewalks like rollers at the airport. And as the roller goes forward towards the risers, each posterior spinous process gets a turn to touch down at the midline of the roller. Inhale to roll your head, neck, and shoulders up. As you exhale, the roller streams back behind you, and each part of your spine gets an opportunity to touch down on the roller, as if the spine was running on the treadmill of the roller. Now you can add rotation to this, turning your ribs, your torso towards one side, looking towards the floor on the side of the carriage, and then turn a little bit more on the way down. Look to see the roller behind you so that each rib gets a turn to touch down on the carriage, on the roller. Now turn to the new side, rotate the ribs, the lungs around the axis of the spine. Look over your shoulder. Where's that roller? Right back there where you put it. Now, caterpillar your hips a little bit closer to the shoulder rests. Let go of the loops. And press the heels of your hands wide apart on the foot bar. Your thumbs and fingers are spread, and the thumbs are on the underneath side of the foot bar. At first, you can keep your heels in contact with the carriage, and then you can bring your thighs towards your torso or the soles of your feet towards the ceiling. As you inhale, aim your elbows wide to the side. Exhale to come down, or exhale as you straighten. Inhale as you bend. Turn your head, neck, and eyes to look beyond one elbow, and then turn your head, neck, and eyes to look beyond the other elbow, keeping your sacrum anchored in neutral on the roller. Next, bring one arm, one hand down to the carriage. You can use it to steady yourself here, like a training wheel, or you can reach your hand towards the opposite shin, the opposite leg, wherever you can reach towards yourself. Now, the elbow, that is, or the hand, the arm, that's responsible for pressing onto the foot bar, that arm connects into the torso low, below your shoulder blade, connecting the myofascial arm lines into the trunk lines as well. Continue with a roll over, aiming your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. This is optional, but then again, all of these are optional, and you can choose whichever aspect of these are appropriate for your practice or for the practice of your clients. After you return from the rollover, then let's address some neural flossing. Have your pads of your fingers into the floor, and as you press to one side, look in the direction in which you are rolling. Use a few vectors here to get the longest possible distance from the center of your sternum through your ribs, across the inner aspect of your arms to your hands. And finally, look away from the direction in which you are rolling. So turning the cervical spine opposite the direction in which the rest of the spine is going. To finish off, interlace your fingers, press your palms away from your torso, slide your feet along the metal rails, and each vertebrae gets an opportunity to press down into the roller, bringing you all the way up to vertical. Let me know how that goes in your own practice and be in touch. Bye-bye now.